Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be on King Spawn number 1. Now, for those of you who don't know, there are children deaths in this book. So if you're not wanting to see that or read about it, then I would suggest not getting this book. But for those who are fans of Spawn and you haven't picked this up, oh, it is 100% a recommendation. This is currently my favorite ongoing book. I look forward to it every month. It gets probably 10 out of 10s out of me every month. It actually comes out this Wednesday. I believe issue 6 is the proper number. But for today, we are going to be looking at King Spawn number 1. So here is the Donny Cates cover. I have 3 covers. If you watched the Spawn collection video, you already know. And then I have the sketch Greg Capullo cover. And then for the cover I like to read, I have the regular Greg Capullo cover. So let's take a look at the interior. So for writer, we have Sean Lewis. Now, he is also the writer of The Scorched, which I have already reviewed. And you have backup stories by Todd McFarlane. And then you have the art by, I hope I pronounced this right, Javi Fernandez. And then you have the backup artist for the backup stories, obviously, and all that. Now let's actually take a good look at the story. So it starts off, and you have a teacher who is, you know, he is trying to teach his kids things because that is his job. But anyway, so he sets a timer and he goes back and he's trying to tell his students a thing. You can tell he has a Bible there. And what happens is, after he sets the timer, the school blows up, and that sets everything in motion. So you have Spawn picking up this right here. It is a sigil, and what happens is he is in contact with Mark, or you may know him as Medieval Spawn, and he's with Jessica Priest talking about how he's watching a mother bury their child. And like I said, that explosion sets everything in motion, because later you find out about all this going on, and then you have a thing called the Psalms 137, which if you watch the Scorched review or if you read, you already know. So you see Spawn with Jessica Priest here, and then we go from there, and we have people wondering where Spawn's going to be. Like, why isn't he here to help? What's he doing? We go on, and then you see what looks to be an angel, and he is planning with somebody that's not of his kind. So Spawn breaks in. He wants the information from said angel, and he threatens the woman. He gets the information that he needs, and he goes on to look for a specific other big player. Big player here. Let's see, I believe his name is... God, I forgot his name. Hold on, let me go back. I gotta remember what his name is. So Metatron, that's what his name is. He's about to turn into a giant truck. He is Megatron. No, I'm just kidding. But he is here. He's walking around. He gets touched by a homeless guy. Doesn't like being touched, so he whispers something in his head, because what his power allows him to do is he can pretty much hurt your hearing. He's so loud that it can cause, obviously, all kinds of different, damage. So Spawn goes to track him down. You see you got Sam and Twitch here looking at the corpse of the homeless man that just got riggedy wrecked. So Spawn tracks down Metatron back to New York, where he was brought back by Malbolgia. So there's Metatron. He is everywhere. I'm talking about, it looks just like a skit from a Jeff Dunham Ahmed. He's just, body parts are everywhere. So we're looking for that, and we keep going, and we get the classic news report. And then we go on, and we see that there are people, wanting to smash the heads of the little ones. They're wanting to sacrifice the children, kill the kids for their king. And who is that villain, you may ask? Well, that is Billy Kincaid. you'll find out more about him next issue. Or if you know, he's not a great person. All right, so then we got the backup stories. We got the first one, that's Haunt. The backup stories to me aren't as good as what the main story is. Obviously, it's not meant to be. It's more setup. But I mean, they're still fun. You got Haunt. He got betrayed by that girl that he was with. Got messed up. The Redeemer comes to save him. Everybody loves the Redeemer. And again, it's a Spawn book, so you just go into it knowing that the art is incredible. So after that backup story, we go on to the next one, which is Nightmare. So this is where we're introduced to Nightmare, into the new little Spawn's universe going on. And he has the power to pretty much take your soul, as you can tell by the black coming out of him. And I'm interested to see if he plays a major role in any of the, like, whether it's the Scourged, whether it's Gunslinger, whether it's King. And then we have the Hero. Now, I don't know much about the Hero. I just know it comes when the kid here isn't asked for it, pretty much. As you can tell, there he is. He looks, again, art phenomenal. Always, always. Spawn book, art's phenomenal. So there he is, and let's see. You got that going on. His name is, I want to say it's Comox or Comox. And then the last backup story is the Gunslinger. So, this seems to be the fan favorite character. My favorite character is still Al Simmons. And then we got him going on. You know, if you read Spawn's Universe, you get the idea. You know, his first appearance was in issue 174, which I don't own, which I wished I owned. It's my holy grail. So we go on, and, you know, he gets his motorcycle, not a horse, motorcycle. And it promotes Gunslinger, because, again, this is an older issue. And then we get the spawning ground breakdown, all that. And then, you know, you got Gunslinger and the Scourge coming to December. That is a lie. Anyway, so that's the issue. But for those of you who wants a good read, this book, just like the Scorched issue 1, just like Gunslinger number 1, this book will run you $6, and then after that, every issue will be $3, because Spawn is sticking to that $3 little motto. You really get what you pay for. It's a great price. I cannot, for the life of me, recommend Spawn enough. I'm biased, though. Spawn's my favorite character. He's just badass. That's all there is. If you haven't seen, this is my Spawn tattoo. Yep. And so there's that. And tomorrow we will be reviewing issues 2 and 3. My plan is to review King Spawn up to the current issue by Wednesday and start getting on that. And then I'm going to review Gunslinger, and then I'm going to review regular Spawn. And then if y'all want to recommend anything for me to read and review, go ahead. But after that, I'm probably going to go and do some Batman things. I'm going to eventually, I need to read Spawn Compendium number 2. I look forward to that. It's going to be great. But this right here is my favorite ongoing series, though. I like it more than regular Spawn, which is great. I like it more than Gunslinger. It's just the idea of this whole like cult going on trying to make Spawn their king is ridiculously cool. And if you want my review on King Spawn number 1, honestly, it gets 10 out of 10. My seal of approval. Go buy it. You will not regret it. And every issue following that just gets better and better. I look forward to reviewing the rest of them so y'all can see my thoughts on them. I may be a little biased, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm signing off. I hope y'all like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. I've been having some pretty fun talks with Sean Lewis. you know, he's great. He's great. Y'all should follow him on Twitter as well. Anyways, this is me signing off. Goodbye.